Hey guys, Dissection of violence here. What an interesting card that was. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. I didn't profit anything on this card. Profited pennies. All the money I made this week was from BKFC, um, and Cage Warriors. It's not an optimal week for me. Very, very upset with myself. We'll start off though with the bottom. Charlampos, Gregorio versus Chad and Helliger. I snagged a live play on this one on Helliger. Man, Charlampos is so bad, man. So overrated. I should have felt. I should have just felt like I should have followed what the tape was telling me, but I didn't. I took the youth and the potential prospects. Like what a joke. Gregorio just got out tactics, and Helger beat him up in the later rounds. It is what it is. Moving on. Let's give Helger McGee from the MMA lab. Feed him to McGee. Moving on. Thiago Moises versus Mitch Ramirez. Another weird one. Didn't know Moises' calf kicks were so lethal, and I didn't know Ramirez was so bad on the feet. It is what it is. Thiago Moises belongs in the UFC. Mitch Ramirez does not. Great win for Thiago Moises. I'll go with him versus Grant Dawson or Diego Ferreira next, but honestly, I don't know. Moving on to the most one of the most disappointing parts of the card, Corey McKenna versus Jacqueline Imaram. Now I was pretty heavily invested in Corey McKenna, more than I should have. It's women's MMA, and women are gonna do what women are gonna do when it comes to poor fight IQ and going for things when they don't need to go for things. Like you don't need to grapple a jiu-jitsu world champion when you have the striking advantage and you have I don't know the takedown defense to nullify that. But unfortunately, she thought it was a bright idea to take down Jacqueline or Marie and got herself locked up in a triangle armbar or something. I can't remember what it was. All I remember was I was pissed and Amarim won. And now everyone's going to keep thinking she's good when she's not. Whatever, the fate's going to come and it's not going to be Corey McKenna, I guess. Moving on, let's give Corey McKenna, or sorry, Jacqueline Amarim, Yasmin Irague. I just can't stand Amarim, and now I can't stand McKenna either. Moving on, Joshua Kulabau versus Danny Silva. I got a live play here on Danny Silva. This saved me. Huge on the night. Cash big on this. Over 2 units. Man, Danny Silva with the dub was really, really nervous when they gave it a split. Just because Kulabau did enough to make it close. Weird fight. Happy Silva got the win. Let's give him Darren Elkins or Bill, or the winner versus Algio and Kyle Nelson next. Definitely think this should shoot him up the rankings. Moving on, we have Jafal Filo versus Ode Osborne. I was heavy on Jafal Filo. I don't know why I changed my prediction, or not my prediction. I don't know why I changed my bet. It was just a stupid idea. I didn't lose anything. In fact, I gained a little bit, but I could have gained a unit and saved myself a lot of headaches for the main event. It is what it is. Gotta trust my gut more. It is what it is with this one. Let's give Feelho Alex Perez next. Two calf kickers. Let's see how it goes. Moving on, we had Josiane Nunez taking on Chelsea Chandler. I thought Nunez would be able to defend the takedowns, win a decision. Guess it was not to be. Chelsea Chandler, you know, dogged her way to a decision. I honestly just can't stand Chandler either. She looked like crap, even though she won a unanimous decision. Rare I can say that, but yeah. Chelsea Chandler versus Julia Avila next. I don't know. Weird fight. Definitely don't want anything to do with it. It's just weird, man. Moving on. Natan Levy versus Mike Davis. This was the first half of my free play. Mike Davis, man, like it was pretty straightforward. He was gonna win this fight. I thought it was gonna be due to body work, not grappling, but Natan Levy really is not on his level, and Mike Davis proved it here tonight. Let's give Mike Davis a step up in competition like an Ishmael Bonfim next. I'm interested to see who they give him next, and hopefully it's soon because I'm tired of these layoffs. Moving on. To the main card, we had Gerald Mearshart taking on Brian Barberena. We had him by sub. He got up by sub. I should have taken a small prop on that, but I didn't want to spoil my Mearshart money line play. So it is what it is. I put props in the wrong fights. It is what it is. Gerald Mearshart with the win. Um, it is what it is. Congrats to Mearshart, and I'm happy he got the submission. Let's give Mearshart, Cheryl Bullet, or Armin Petrosian next. Definitely feel like that's a fair next step for him. Moving on, we had Macy Chasson versus Pandy Kianzad. I thought Kianzad would be better than that. Guess she is truly not on the level of Chasson. Chasson, it was just a rough night for me, betting wise. I had this fight going to a split. Chasson got the decision or got the submission win in the first round. Definitely was not expecting that. But yeah, good win for Chasson. Let's see her versus Misha Tate next. Moving on, Christian Rodriguez versus Isaac Dalgarian. Now here's where the controversy started. Round 1, I give Dalgarian 10-8. Round 2, I still give Dalgarian a 10-9, but it was closer. Round 3, I give Christian Rodriguez a 10-9, only because Dalgarian won positionally. He just got out damaged in that round. So in my scorecards, it should have been it should have been either a 28-27 win for Bulgarian, or it should have been a 28-28 draw. And unfortunately, the judges got it wrong, and they gave it to Christian Rodriguez. Really unfortunate because Bulgarian, I thought, won the fight, worked hard, but he gasped bad and was taking damaging blows that was just not good optic wise. Really unfortunate. Cost me quite a bit tonight. I'm very frustrated with how I did tonight. Not a good performance out of me. But yeah, let's give C Rod Steve Garcia next. Love to see those guys scrap it out. See who can, you know, who can win, who can walk away the winner there. But yeah, it is what it is. Speaking of disappointment, moving on, we had our second half of our parlay of the week. Kenny Nzechukwu, he was a lock of the card, supposed to be. Guy blows so bad. He's so bad at fighting. Like it just blows my mind. How do you lose to OSP in 2024? It just blows my mind. Kenny Nzechukwu is on the fade list now for life. Let's give OSP Jacoby and call it a career. Don't want to talk about this fight much more. Moving on, Brian Battle versus Angelusa. Not much to talk about other than Brian Battle was winning the fight. Angelusa took the path of least resistance, if you want to call it that, and just said screw it and took the no contest when he was losing. So smart if you're thinking career wise, but definitely not a fan favorite move for sure. Let's rematch these two with ASAP. Moving on to a very depressing main event. I had Tuivasa by first round KO. Tybura, man, he just showed why I wanted to fade Tuivasa in the first place, but my heart just took over. Honestly, I was this close to cashing the same game parlay, but I had to TKO and he got submission. It is what it is, man. I was just a few notches off of a huge week. I'll take a 4 unit week, but man, I deserve a lot more than 4 units after the week I've been putting out. But it is what it is. We got a busier in the week next week. Let's just focus on that. Let's get Tybura, Jalton Almeida next, and just keep the train going at heavyweight. Yeah, man, really disappointed at performance out of me. I bet TKO props on that. It was just a terrible night out of me. I don't know how I didn't not like how I didn't like go in a negative. Very close. It could have been a negative night, but if you're counting all the lotto plays, maybe yeah, it is a negative night. But regardless, it's a plus 4 unit week. That's all I care about. Um, I'll work on it next week to get a streak going for these free plays, but it is what it is. I can only control what I can control. And anyways, guys, um, I'll see you guys next week, and I'll make sure I'll get the video out sooner for you, and I'll make some more videos out for you guys. I promise. No cap. This time, I promise you, I'll get the videos out for. Let's see what we have next week. We have Bellator, Unified, Octagon, LFA, UFC, Karate Combat, Ryzen, Fury FC. Like, we got a lot to go next week, so I promise you guys I'm gonna make it up to you. I'll see you guys next week. Join the Discord; it's free. The plays are not, but the Discord is. So join up and come cash with the team. I'll see you next week. Peace.